We're talking about the inconsistencies. You brought up a point that says they're against big government until they're for it. It almost seems like that's everybody, and I almost think then I'd be okay with that if they made the individual cases. You know, this religious liberty case is an interesting one because I remember back right after 9/11 they had that what was called the Ground Zero Mosque, and everybody was against that. All the guys, you can't build that. Well, it was maybe a question of religious liberty. But now, when it comes to a gay couple getting married and somebody wants to buy a cake from a baker, well, that's religious liberty. Exact same people standing up for one or the other.
Inconsistencies and lack of genuineness are what bother the public. And it's why Congress has about a 10% approval rating.
Right.
But I think you're exactly right that people want people to look at things the same way, no matter which the issue is, and not let their personal bias enter into it.
Or make an argument, this religious liberty argument feels like they've worked backwards from
Right.
We are against the courts granting a constitutional right to
Right.
marriage equality, and we need to figure out how to get out of that. Maybe we'll try the states' rights argument. Okay, that didn't work. Now let's try religious liberty.
But there's also something that we need to separate out. So, for example, when they told me that they were going to build a mosque at 9/11, I was horrified and thought that was a terrible thing. But I'm not for a law to prevent them. If you want to march down the street and you're a part of the KKK, I'm horrified by that and object to it. But there are the First Amendment is about the right to be despicable. It's easy to accept pleasant things, but it's hard to accept
a mosque with the KKK or gay marriage with the KKK. I hear that argument a lot.
What I'm saying is that I think you can personally object to things that the law will allow, and it doesn't mean that we all have to say that we all accept everyone else's beliefs on everything else. So, for example, I'm absolutely for the law of allowing, law not preventing a mosque to be built. However, at the same time, I think it's a really, really, really bad idea to build a mosque at the 9/11
But there was
site.
you do know that there was a mosque there.
I know.
I'm really fascinated by this idea of religious persecution in this country because the depth of feeling seems real.
Freedom doesn't mean that we all have to agree with everybody else's who they are, what the religion is. We don't have to like everybody, okay?
Nobody's asking you to be happy baking
But the thing is that but where I would separate it is people who have personal opinions. They're afraid. Some people are afraid in our country that their personal religious opinions will no longer be allowed even in their church. And there are people talking about this because what they're saying is, okay, you give a deduction to your church, so whose money is that? Is that now the government's money and they can regulate the church because it's a deduction? People are arguing this.